and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Hopkins' Texans going up against Watkins' Rams. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. And a few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attention.
Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Fresh off a pretty impressive performance in Foxborough, albeit in a loss, Deshaun Watson brings out Houston. And I know we hate the term moral victories, but boy, Watson, what he did there was pretty good.
What's that stat that you gave me prior to that game about rookie quarterbacks going to Foxborough to play against Bill Belichick?
0-8, now 0-9.
And he darn near got it done. And that was a big selling point for Deshaun Watson coming out of college. His poise, his presence, his calm, and the ability to play well in big games, and he did that against New England. Tom Brady had to use his Tom Brady magic on the last drive for New England to win that game.
Here we go!
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
When you think of the Texans, you think this is a team that likes to throw the football. In 2016, though, they weren't very good at it. 29th overall in passing, but they were 8th in rushing. So let's see if they lean on the running game to start this contest. And they're hoping to get more consistency throwing the ball downfield.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Robert Quinn's long, angular frame suggests a sprinter coming out of the blocks. And I had to ask him, I said, how are you able to gain leverage when rushing the passer? He says, because of high school wrestling. You have to be able to drop your center of gravity and be able to get underneath guys in order to get pins. And he said, I did that pretty darn well in high school, and it's carried over to my play in the NFL.
Here's Watson now on second down. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Off of play action, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We're back to Southern California right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. Second and goal as the offense looks to try. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Lamar Miller caps it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice Nice return. Sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jared Goff leading out the Rams here, coming off a victory over the San Francisco 49ers, and he was really good in that game, Charles. Just under 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and efficient, 22 of 28.
When you look back to last year to now and see the transformation of Jared Goff, and no, it's not complete. We know that, but you see the progress, and you see exactly why the Rams took him as the #1 overall pick in the draft of 2016.
Now a first down throw. Goff. He's going to get this one to the rookie, Cooper Kupp. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. First and 10, Goff. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Goff on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Third and 2. Goff. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both the Rams and the Texans are not doing much on the ground, and it's easy to see why that would play into this low-scoring game. We'll have to see if either team gets it going on the ground in the second half. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. About halfway through the second quarter. On the carry, there goes Lamar Miller. And he'll go in for the score. Now 1st and 10 as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Goff's gonna find his mark, and he ends up at the 44-yard line before he stopped on the play. They would go on to kick a field goal and put 3 points on the board. Continuing on the drive, J.J. Watt getting to the QB for the sack. This ends up as a loss of 7. So that will bring our halftime report to an end. We'll send you back now to Brandon and Charles in L.A. to start the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So 2nd and 10 here. Another carry now for Gurley. Shedding the tackle. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, able to avoid him. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans take possession. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, it's Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, it's Miller. Oh, look at that. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Pushes past him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's back to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Johnson jostles. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in. Even their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things. And
now out comes Houston. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From